You have over a dozen short stories, and your debut novel came out last year. What are some of the differences between writing novels and short stories that you found?
I found short stories so difficult that I spent a lot of time thinking about why is this so different from writing books. And part of it was just that I had grown up reading novels, and so that those structures were in my head even without thinking about it. I was duplicating what I already knew. So in high school, I had some way too long derivative urban fantasy novels that will never see the light of day because that was the thing in the early 2000s. But it came naturally to do things in that structure of beginning, middle, end. For short stories, I decided in college to make a game effort at learning them because I went, I can start submitting things. I knew that my books weren't ready yet, but I could dip my toes in the water, and I wanted a thicker skin because everybody was saying, you're going to get rejected so much, and you do. And I thought I'll feel a little less bad about the short stories, and then maybe I'll have the confidence to send out a book. I sent a few out, and the feedback was pretty much, the writing is good because I could make a sentence, but it isn't a story. Like, it's just a long scene, or it's the beginning of a story. And it took a while to figure out how to dial back those elements of novel. And I devoted myself to reading more shorts. So I'd read a few collections by authors I liked. So there was Catherine Valenti's The Melancholy of Mecha Girl, and I read Kij Johnson's collection At the Mouth of the River of Bees. But I had to learn how to get to the point really fast, like know what this is about. A book, you can love the characters so much that you'll follow them on any adventure, and it can just kind of end and you go, that was a great ride. And in a short story, you really need a point, and it has to build very quickly, and you have to learn how to say a lot in very few words. And that ended up feeding back into the way I write books, because I learned how to time jump finally. I didn't just follow people like from the moment they woke up to the time they went to bed and then wake up the next day, because I didn't know how to like cut around. And I found ways that I can convey something huge in just a couple of sentences. When I'm choosing whether something is a short story or a novel, it's really the depth that I want to get into the topic. So is it a single person at a moment of change, and I just need enough information to contextualize that? Then it's probably a short story. If I'm exploring a topic that I want the nuance of many angles, then I'm going to need more characters, and I'm going to need more time to set up those scenarios so that they are believable, and then I'm going into novel territory.